Kwaba.
Mejo so.
Nampom so e.
Adum.
Yo. Koso akura ugidim. Eni nsi yo. Nanya akukuduro ye adwuma se de senefata.
Yate.
Wadwuma we hia akukuduro pa. Perseverance pa, courage, truth. Nya sa untimi.
That be untimi nye.
Mfo nyankopon ka ho no nya okese pa.
Amen.
Good. Survey we last one ana.
Yes, this last national survey.
Last national survey.
I.
And saying
survey be all regions near Sembi. I have for Bono and Ashanti, and never back towards the end of the week.
Asafo, I have for Bono and Ashanti.
Sanity.
More special survey for Sa 3 Regency.
I
didn't think I must single out this 3 Regency.
A boy, I'm a overall the ABC December.
South 3 Regency.
I
didn't know me and Sana Diana Kujinomoso.
Oh, yeah, baby brave. We have that already.
Oh, okay.
And the last time I hear Ashanti in a check, it is a massive young in this recent times in terms of field work.
Okay.
The person who said field work, no any phone said being a pair now. Pair, then what is the difference? Analyzing.
Latest one out there by we are saying. Now some ben a Ghana foka.
See the beer in terms of a telephone post more. The interview a month from a by our telephone so. Nimpabe 2,600. A more 35% AMPP4, a more 33 ANDC4, and 20% floating voters. Small parties now are 2%, and one council 10%. Overall, no, the numbers ends decide in terms of the overall outcome. Our trend now for the last 6 weeks now largely the same. But compare last week, this week, as there has been some movement. Mahama barely unchanged, 51.9 this time, or 52% last time. Baumia now over 41.3%. Afi Aswati about 40.5%. Alan Afi over 2.1. Bediakun over 4.7. Into we share Bediakun largely in terms of Ubia the numbers necessary compared to the previous week. Must support to some smaller parts, and also the cost look at. Overall, no, Mahama Ewo 41.9, Bedia 40.5, Baumia 40.5, Alan 2.1, Bedia 4.7, 0.7%.
But I remember Koba Kakrama media okay.
Mahama 51.9.
Okay.
Baumia 40.5. Alan 2.1. Bediako 4.7. Others 0.7%.
Okay. Pacho Twaswe.
Into Osha changes no as a Mahama gap no Kosro compared to last week. Last week now the gap near around 40.5 and I be about 10.5. I feel 11.4 roughly. Even though Muhammad is by 0.1, but overall no, the numbers no a costro. We say I didn't know Muhammad I drop, but the gap na costro. We had the previous week another gap near 52% minus 41.3, 10.7% gap last week. And the gap near 51.9 minus 40.5, 11.4%. Then you see cheddar improve it by nearly 0.6%. But may a drop here by 0.8%. And I don't know so what cost 0.3%. Into who both Alan, Baumia, and Mahama, almost drop no, cheddar, any Omama. That's why the gap has increased.
Wow. Now, what the far living condition? Ghana for say.
And the Debia and the gospel like this.
So yeah.
We share living condition of voters in terms of compared to last time. Almost sick in last week they 51%. This time a cost to 55%.
Wow.
Instead of having an improvement which will lead into improvement in the polling numbers now. Almost say economy how no. Higher West no is going up. And it doesn't surprise me say Baumia has dropped because of that. Only 29% say is better. 17% say it remains the same. But about 4% increase over last week, huge.
Huge.
Yes. And then also on key issues. Overall, between economy and the jobs, about 48% of the voters see economy and jobs. Education is 17%. Into the education, about 56% or so. People say they have economy, jobs, and education.
Education now, ne free no.
Yes, sir. You see, one thing we don't understand is a double-edged sword. You education here because of the free, and there are here because of the problems. So you will not feel say problems. You will vote against the person who is who may be seen to be creating the problem.
Just I didn't want to yakadi and so quite well or how listen to
absolutely. So a double sword. If you know almost too MP because of free education, that's it. Free no. It was almost 2 years because of the problems of the free education.
Wow. I thought to ask me a question now headed towards baby. Now we yampa.
Yes. So the issue is economy and jobs. So the campaign must focus on these two. So we will need back one ye.
From whose side? Why not on the side or man near MPP and NDC?
I think look, if you look at the issue, MPP is not talking much about the economy. They are not talking about the economy. And so number one issue. So if they fall short in the election, it's because they have refused to tackle the economic issues.
Angels.
That is the fact. That is the fact. You can't run away from the economy and offer anything else.
Meaning, say, parties are holding on manifestos in Ghana for now.
Look, it plays some role. It goes to reinforce the economy. So, maybe I would say, economy is number one issue. Now, maybe there are certain policies that help with economy. It is good. But the manifesto alone is not the gospel. It's not the way people are going to take to vote. Ocean pros are most of them say they are current economic condition, not future promises. Or see, current condition today would influence how they vote. And manifestos are for the future. Never. So if you rely heavily on manifesto, I mean, speak to the people's voice and neck. But you see, it is much easier if you are an opposition candidate than a ruling party. It's tough.
As you say, Obi Awatena Konwa so second term the eden ya ne ho ba yehi. E ba ne say na we dey tough ma opposition candidate.
No, you see, the issues no the one who they believe have solution to the economic problem. Yebisa almost say, which of the following candidates do you believe has the competence, experience, and the track record to better manage the current economic crisis? Mahama, 52%. Baomia, 40%. Now Baomia was 42 last week. Eswati, about 40%. So on the economy crisis, no, he's dropping. And Mahama is still at what? 52%. Last week, 5.2. And that's with the same 5.2. And he's not. And those who think it is Bediako has increased by 2%. The only free Baomia ho and the corona kwam Bediako. The same thing applies. Who had numbers now? They move from Baomia to Nana kwam Bediako.
Wow.
And I think people are hoping say Bediako would rather take it from Maham so that it will be run off. Bediako is taking his numbers from Baomia. And interestingly, when Bediako goes down, it is Mahama that goes up.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Consider very complex.
Yeah.
And let me look at this data, and it's very interesting for us to see. Among floating voters, Mahama ewo 63%, Baumia ewo 13%, Alan 5%, Bediako 17%. So Bediako is outperforming Baumia among floating voters, and that is a problem. And then Oshwe Omodi 18 to 25 now, young people know. In the last week, Mahama again 1% among 18 to 25 years old, plus 1. Baumia a drop 4% among 18 to 24. Alan drop 2% among 18 to 24. Nana Kwambediako also 5% among these younger voters.
Angel. Osha political party Baina likely or for majority of Parliament House. Abaye Kotwi.
No, that will be NDC, no doubt. You see, it is very difficult for a ruling party with 137 seats who is defending with its life to increase their share of vote. I mean, logically, it doesn't happen. At the moment, maybe I is too close to calling now. Most of them are being held by MPP. So they are under siege by the opposition and other independent candidates.
I ain't too close. More can have some sensitive. I'm here pa. I ain't fan no.
The list are there, but mostly it was central regime.
Okay. So
all sitting there very closely contested.
Wow. Entra for the Musubai, ultimate pregnant or da. Or my dress is about 2 p.m. Mr. Rankwa, young fancy.
Mate.
Oh, the end of the badia. Wow, now it's not church. The man or dance on. Now, I now funny saying, do one ask where you mamma DC.
You see, political parties see, no motier. In 2020, you post the buy no. Obi and Kasa Yeji Mama MPP. They were quiet about it.
MPP.
Yes. Angel. But say Ema NDCU, Ema MPP, December 7th, and they be a echo.
As a senior in a big Charlie.
Stand here.
Bema na medasi no bre me pa me hia be siafro
meso medasi
Nedi Ede Musa K Dankwa Executive Director Global Info Analytics na motese ne bonko no Kivo hot pepper no an yede aduane ni suban ne say makusam ya yam ne muhumuhu ni ya preserve ne amawo ya packaging kama but ano hye pa nti o sa no ahu de obesa ifia nkoda mpem akodi